Just went live. Send this over real quick. One person watching. That's me. I'm watching. Okay. So you were starting down here. Like I said, that is a mistake. We'll see how long it takes them to capitalize on this. Okay. So something you want to do when you are fighting, obviously you want your grenade to go a little further right at the door, so you get value out of it. What you want to do at the beginning of every round is scout. So what you do in scouting is you're looking at what their team they're playing, and as you're coming out of spawn, you kind of look at what your team's playing and kind of think about your role in that. So it looks like you're playing Mercy, Malga, Torb, um Moira, yeah, and you on Bastion. So the thing about this comp is it doesn't have a ton of synergy, which is not something that you're going to see, especially in lower rank uh, team comps. Uh, Mercy Moira, that's just a lot of healing, which is good, which means you can play more aggressive like you are. But they don't really provide too much other utility. Like Moira just does healing and she does damage. Uh, Mercy does healings, but she provides a damage boost. In this comp, you're going to be like the main target for this damage boost, especially at this low rank. You're going to do a ton of damage, and she's going to try to prop you up. Torb is just annoying at the low rank. He has a turret that auto aims. It's a pretty good comp. The only synergy we really have is Malga. If Malga uses his shout ability, he gives anybody around him healing during that time. If if you really want to think about it, you kind of want to go into your turret form uh, at the same time as he's doing that shout, so that you can get extra healing while you're doing all that extra damage. But you want to scout their team. We don't know what they're playing yet, but based on what they're playing, we can change our play style. All right, we see they're playing a Bastion. So they're playing a Bastion. You kind of don't want to be out in the open against the Bastion when he's using that form. That's good. You hear the form. You kind of wait it out a little bit. Boom. That's easy kill. You're holding the corner. You're doing a good job right now, holding that corner. Okay. Now that your turret's down, you kind of want to hug this corner, right? You want to hug this corner and kind of play. You don't want to walk forward when you're out on this corner. You want to be able to back up and take cover if you need to. If you're gonna hold this cart, we want to hold it. I mean, you've already held it for 27 seconds. A goal is to try to hit a minute. You hold the cart around this corner for a minute. Even if you die, it's pretty good value because you'll get back for a second fight on first point. It's not the best thing to do in low ranks because your team won't die together. If your team doesn't die together, then they can just push the cart for free because you're snowballing in. You're just walking in one at a time, dying one at a time. You really want your whole team to be there holding the cart together. Die at one time so you can all respawn at one time and have a full team fight the next fight. But yeah, doing good. You got 2 kills. Yep, I'm staying back for heals. Okay. All right. Yep. Okay. So what happened there is, like from the beginning, you were out of position. The queen hit you with a knife, pulled you more out of position, and during that time, you got hacked by the Sombra. She was doing damage to you with the virus, and yeah, you really. The only thing I can say is positioning there. There was a little bit of target priority. It's really, you can really get into the habit of just looking at the tank and trying to shoot the tank. But there was a Kiriko right next to the tank. You poked her a little bit, but it didn't seem like you really, you didn't have the focus, the priority on her. So let's look for your next life. All right. Torb got a kill. He died. So you traded there. Oh, yep, she's out of position. Good kill. There you go. There you go. Shooting the heal in the back. That's good. Good kill. Good kill. A good hold. Your Moira didn't need to use her ult there, but that's where we're at. Looks like you just called out that you have ult, which is good. Let's get to the next fight. Alright, we're seeing Moira. You hear the Sombra, you turn for her. Shoot her a little bit. Okay, she TP'd out. What are you looking at now? You killed her. Nice. So, yeah, you end up getting the kill. Something if you're playing Bastion that you want to do is with your ult, you don't want to just hit all three at the same time. If you hit all three at the same time, a good player will react to those three and be able to get out of all three. You want to hit two, because if you just hit one, it won't cause the enemy team to react. If you just hit one, they can just walk out of that one. You hit a second one, they walk out of that one. You will hit two, so they react, and then based on their movement, shoot the third one down. So there's like a cadence to it. It's like boom, boom, boom. And you do the third one, and that third one will get damage. Sometimes it'll kill. If you're playing against like a BAP, the first two will cause the BAP to use their immortality, and then the third one will finish them off after the immortality dies to the second one. So yeah, keep going. You used ult kind of out in the open. On Bastion, you want to use your ult behind cover. If you use it out in the open, a lot of times they'll catch you. All right, we're going to second point. And the second point, you kind of want to set up high ground, set up kind of back. This is bronze. Your teammates aren't going to do that now. So you kind of set up around your team a little bit. But in some situations, even if your team is setting up out of position, you can still set up in a good position and take advantage of having that positional advantage. On this point, it depends on where your team's going to hold, what you can do. The Torb's too far up. He's going to die. Now he's out of position. We're walking all the way to the cart right now. You do not want to be here. There's spawns right there. So if they kill you, they're going to get a ton of advantage. And then they also they can wrap around you like they're doing now. And you have, it's like when you're thinking about your positioning, you want to think, if I'm in trouble, how far am I from safety? If I find myself in trouble, how far am I from safety? And if you're far away from safety, you're probably not in a good position. So here's a decent position right now. You didn't get you peaked their damage. You peaked their damage before your health was high enough to do that. Okay, so you put yourself your team's rotating further to second point, to the end of second point, and you rotated by yourself into this castle, and that's what killed you. You just put yourself out of position there. What it's looking like to me is most of this review is going to be just thinking about positioning. I think something we could do at some point is I can do a share play with you and just kind of coach you and where you should be positioning at any given time. to help you like with your thought process. It seems like you have more deaths than the rest of your team, um, and that's just due to you just taking very aggressive positioning. She made a mistake. She used a cooldown right there. You can punish it. That was really good. 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 Okay. You're pushing up too far to chase this. Yep, she has heals now. There's no reason to take that. But he's not going to get in a good position, so... But you're chasing here. This is not great. But it's bronze, so... You get some value out of it. That Moira definitely had fade. Just didn't use it. You have ult here. You're the only one with ult on your team, but your Orisa's kind of close, so maybe you want to combo your ult with the Orisa ult. Maybe you want to use it now. Yep, as a defensive ult. That's good. Yeah, he just popped all three in one location. Kind of want to be a little more thoughtful about that ult. It's good. That was a little bit of mechanics there. They're also getting healed around the corner. Maybe you didn't know that. But you missed a little bit too many shots there. I wouldn't say your mechanics is like a big driving force behind any of like your losses here. It's all like positioning mostly. Yep, that's good. Okay. Yeah, I think biggest takeaway from that defense is your positioning. Your positioning just could have been a lot better. Could have bailed you out of a lot of situations. I'll be on attack. See what you do on attack. Okay, we're sticking with the Bastion. Looks like your Mercy went Zen, and the enemy team lost one. So attack should be a little easier, just from having that much more HP, that much more damage, you know, advantage is all across the board. Okay, looks like you come out of the sneaky door. And you spotted the Sombra. That's good. You walk back to spawn to get healed, and your team lost 2 in the process. Nice. Nice. There you go. I'll let that Mercy get a res. There you go. Like a chicken window there. He just needs to stay cart. Nice. See how their DPS are using those high grounds? They made it to where like they can shoot at you, and if they didn't want to get shot anymore, they could just move. Whereas you stay out in the open a lot. looks like you're a little lost. Looks like you're trying to stay on point. Um, it's okay. There you go. So in the lower lobbies, what you're seeing right here, there's 4 people on cart. The cart and there's 5 people on cart. The cart only moves as fast as 3 people. So what needs to happen? They quit. Okay. Well, that team quit. Um, they lost a person and they didn't see like a path to victory. Really just gonna wanna focus on your positioning and being in a good position. Kind of the thought process you want to have is how close am I to safety if I'm in danger. A safety might be natural cover like a corner or like a wall that's built into the game, or near your tank. If you're on the high ground, safety is just backing up away from the edge so they can't see you and shoot at you. That's why the high ground is really important, especially on maps that have like high ground surrounding the point, like that one. Like first point has 2 different areas that are looking down at the point as it turns that corner. And then there's also the buildings. If you have a hero that can, use those buildings, you can shoot down at the point. Practicing shooting out at the point is it's different than shooting from the ground level. I'll share with you a couple of replay codes that you can watch, or that you sorry, not replay codes, but workshop codes that you can practice aim. Uh, Mechanics are pretty good, like are pretty important. But there's a lot of other things you can change that I think you could, with your current mechanics, you could probably be 5 tier ranks higher just with a good positioning. So, um, and you know, rolling over your current mechanics to being able to shoot from the high ground. If you're able to do that, if you're able to practice that, then you should be able to climb at least 5 tiers just with that one fix. So yeah, that was the review. I will send you the link to this video and the last one, and yeah, we'll play sometime, and you can send me another code uh, in a couple weeks when you like practice the things I talked about today. All right, thanks, Dan.